let me see. Game 3 first half, we're gonna have JR Super Rich coming out as Night Watch. Night Watch against a Psychologist isn't too bad, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. Psycho can tank 3 hits, so this should be a guaranteed tie right here. We're going to chase after the Psychologist here as of now. Destroyed the pilot a little bit earlier, and that's going to be 1 speed boost and another Tempest coming out here. I don't think this is going to land. Gets a movement speed boost here once again, but it does not seem like England will be able to get past this pallet. Now, the first is coming in 35 seconds in towards the game, which is a little bit early, but considering the fact that we are playing against a Psychologist right now, I guess, you know what, if it works, then it works. Places down the pallet right here, again, we'll be forcing Super Rich to get rid of it. To go against this type of hunter. I guess what matters more is just getting a pallet stun, but it doesn't seem like that'll be happening from Mingling side here once again. Gets the pallet over the pallet hit, but should be able to put down the pallet and avoid that Typhoon. Falls out here immediately, but it does seem like it'll be an immediate blink down. Very nicely done from Super Rich's side. Welp, what more can I say? Currently, barely 3 Cypher machines done. It's currently 70 seconds in towards the game, and the 67% Cypher is actually Mercenary Cypher here, surprisingly. Honestly speaking, is actually Mercenary Cypher here. But with Mercy's side here as well, I say if we do it before half rescue, more or less, you can get the other two Cypher machines done. But if we're gonna go for a full rescue, or we can sell here, because it does seem like Barmaid's gonna start opening another Cypher near Shakish. DC is just crouching here for as long as possible, and Embalmer just being able to finish his Cypher on time. It does seem like Embalmer wants to come in towards the middle to rescue, but also at the same time, Mercenary doing a really good job at crouching right here. Super Rich still can't leave just yet. It's a little bit early to leave considering the fact that there is a Mercenary nearby. It's still a little bit too early to leave. We're going out here. That's not a great idea. That is not a great idea here, Super Rich. Where's DC? There's the Mercenary coming in. 1 elbow pack coming over with no damage rescue. This is huge for the Survivor side as of now, because this is going to be a full Survivor. Wants to get a hit on Mercenary. Mercenary not being able to register that hit, sadly. And of course, from Super Rich's side, you can get England there, but even if you get the Psychologist down, it's not going to matter much right here. Can this pallet stun come in through? It does not come in through. There's no pallet stun coming. There's no pallet stun, which is a little bit unfortunate. It does seem like Super Rich wants another hit to open phase 2, but it doesn't seem like President 2s will be open here as of now. Last Cypher machine. Okay, the 4th Cypher machine's done. Wow. Listen, right, if Mercenary has gotten that hit, if Mercenary didn't come in to rescue, or if Mercenary has gotten that hit, it would still be okay for Super Rich's side here as of now. But like, because it's an no damage rescue, and because of the fact that Super Rich should have started his second chase way earlier on, if it wasn't for the Mercenary, it would have been a whole different story, which is why Mercenary is definitely an S tier rescuer. Then gets the swallow back here, gets the suction back. It gets the attract, well, you know what, Swallow actually does work. Gets the Swallow back there immediately from Super Rich's side with a Typhoon. And Season here will be playing quite a bit of mind games here and there. Did not get a hit, sadly. Good, be able to fall over the pallet. And that's a 20-second immediate heal from the Barmaid side here. As of now, Barmaid is doing a very splendid job on the containment, but they were also opening an extra Cypher machine. T, who is an Embalmer, opening a Cypher machine, a 4th Cypher. They call this bottom broken. I guess it's bottom broken for ya, but I'm gonna call it 4th Cypher. Hiding behind this area right now, there's only 2 stacks. You could always open with Blink, but it doesn't really matter. Now then, there goes the pallet stun. 1 pallet stun equals to 10% free decoding time. And then I'm gonna play the tight game here. Decides not to go through that pallet anymore, considering the fact that you don't really need it. You also don't have to put it down. Super Rich wants to catch up towards our Embalmer side. Embalmer does have borrowed time though. Which is honestly speaking good news. And it seems like the Cypher machine is primed here. We're gonna immediately pop open the Cypher. I say probably would be better to wait a little bit. I say for that situation, it would be better to wait for Mercenary to be near the exit gate. That's what... Oh, actually, no. I was wrong. It's probably better to open right there. Probably is better. Wait, no, sorry. Embalmer has borrowed time, so you shouldn't open right there. You should wait for Mercenary to get towards the exit gate, and then, like, Embalmer self-rescues. So like, even if Embalmer goes down immediately, there's no way Super Rich can, like, teleport, considering the fact that Embalmer has a free like 15-second tie time. But anyways, moving on towards second half we go. Let's congratulate the tie here for GW. Now then, D coming in for our second half here. For the Survivor side, they need to get a 4-man escape, I think, in order for us to go to our second half. Yeah, they need a 4-man escape for extra round, sorry. But it does seem like Tanzai will be the first chase here. We do have a Cowboy against... You see, the problem with Cowboy against a Spider is the fact that even if Cowboy pulls distance, Spider can just slowly but surely save her web thread. But for Tanzai right here, it does seem like we're going to come out with quite a bit of an early lasso, just so lasso goes immediately into cooldown, drops down that pattern right there to play a little bit safe with the lawn vault mine games. But also from D's side, it doesn't seem like he wants to use any webs as of now. The side is not to get rid of that pallet. I think getting rid of that pallet maybe would have been a better choice. But once again, Cowboy pulling away ASAP. 51 seconds into the game. Blink is almost ready enough to go, but we're gonna have a 100 web threat Spider here. Hard is also coming out with a... Wait, no, Hard is gonna be becoming the immediate first chase right here. That's 1 web. That's 2 web. That's 3 web on the other side. It does seem like Hard will be flywheel. No flywheel. This is no flywheel. This is a Windows speed boost. This is a Windows speed boost. It's a whole different story right now. But also at the same time, D's trying to do as much as possible. Vault out here immediately, but I feel like the vault out here may just end up nullifying the blink here by himself. Cause you may have 54 web threads, but the problem is this: there's a flashlight. You need to get rid of the flashlight. I feel like if you don't get rid of the flash, it's not that much of a great choice for you. It's not ideal here as of now. Movement speed boost well, it ended. To be fair, it ended. We do see that Prospector is going to come in with an early support. We can't change targets for the Prospector now though, but at least the good news is this is confined space detention, so at least the fast pallet breaking will be coming in clutch. But also at the same time, if you bought fast pallet breaking, you might as well destroy that pallet in Graveyard. But Hard should be able to successfully rotate in towards Graveyard here as of now. The other 2 Cypher machine will slowly but surely get ready to open. If it goes through the wind, I mean this more or less is a 4-man endgame here. More or less this will end up as a 4-man endgame here. That will be a stun coming out from our Thief side. But Thief more or less would just be dead by this point. Because there's going to be a triple web thread right here, and that is going to be a normal hit down. 4 Cypher machines done. The last Cypher machine is somewhere. It's somewhere. It's the First Officer Cypher. First Officer is near top broken right now, which is very close towards basement, but it does seem like we want to go into basement because the struggle is actually quite fast here from the Thief side. So we are a little bit afraid of struggle free. But I feel like First Officer, it may be better for First Officer to come into rescue just to get the tie time out, so then like we can have a good end game. But if they don't want First Officer to rescue, then I guess at the end of the day that simply just means that they want to save the tide for end game, to get that tide out and to get a 4-man escape, which is not that much of a bad choice. We're gonna have an immediate stun, and there goes down the Prospector. Changing targets doesn't matter much, right? It doesn't matter much. Because all what D has to do is to save as much web threads as possible and then go back to basement. But there's also a Cowboy behind you though. D did not realize that there was a Cowboy behind. Then successfully getting... that's going to be a stun. Successfully getting the balloon rescue from our Prospector. Very nicely done from AK side. Oh my lord, when AK is... When 78 heartbeat. 78 what he's containing, Jesus. But also at the same time from the other 2 side, right, Tanzai is trying to come into rescue, but there's going to be a blink down here immediately. Blinking down here will be the best course of action to do. Cocooning will also be better, considering the fact that there is a Cowboy. Oh, well, actually no, Cowboy's dead. Cowboy's the one who's down. Cowboy's the one who's down. But 98 seconds left on the clock here. We do have the movement speed boost. We do have the fast pallet speed boost. We do have web threads nearby. We should be able to get the pallet onto, not the pallet, the Cowboy on towards the chair. Then 84 seconds on the clock right now. 84 seconds on the clock right now. What D has to do here is D has to make sure that A, First Officer doesn't come in, or down First Officer, so then they don't have tide. And then B, AK, very beautiful flywheel, but it doesn't seem like that'll be enough against the Spider at the end of the day. It does seem like your your tide time will be gone here. The Exegate hasn't even been touched on the other side. That's a spit, but it's okay. We don't need to look for... Oh, I'm gonna pause. I was about to say, it's okay, we don't need to look for anything. We generally speaking don't need to look for anything there. Because of the fact that, like, all what D has to do is go back to chair AK and you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. There's still like 50 seconds left on, well, I mean, yeah, there's still 50 seconds left on that. So all what D has to do is to go and look for the next survivor to down and then chair him as far away as possible, or even just basement. Basement's also nearby. You have enough web threads. But anyways, I'm going to skip forward a little bit more. I'm gonna come here, and then we're back. It does seem like we've decided to pick up our prospector here instead, but also on pros, it's not gonna matter much here. You should be able to get the rescue. You want to change chairs as much as possible, but this is a second chair. This is a second chair shenanigan on the drop down, drop down, drop down. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. No cocoon, no cocoon. No, Caesar with a fall. But cowboy, 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 cowboy. That there's 2 downs now. There's 2 downs now. There's no tide. There's 2 downs. Tinnitus, sorry. I think it's this guy. No, this guy isn't eliminated. No, he's not. It's a before half rescue. It's a before half rescue. But also at the same time, the danger part here is AK wants to come into rescue right now. Ooh, everyone's stressing out quite a bit right here, but gets to where is Atro? Ah, there's so many webs nearby. There's so many webs nearby. Gets a vault. That's a slow vault. That's a slow vault. There goes everyone. Can we get the rescue? Tonight, we got the rescue right there, but we have the body block. No. Let's congratulate. I mean, they needed a 4-man escape, so this is highly understandable. But let's congratulate the win on GW against GR. I'll move on towards match 3 for day 1, shall we?